You're listening to The Boot Room on talkSPORT. Myself, Darren Bent, Darren Ambrose and Alex Crook. Right, a little bit of Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Relax, as Liverpool won their 9th EFL trophy. But let's get back to the phone, as I said we would. 03717 223344. Let's go and speak to Reese. He's a Chelsea fan. Reese, first of all, commiserations on the result, but I guess the biggest talking point was the decision to take Mendy off. What did you think?
I thought it was an absolutely terrible decision. I'm still scratching my head thinking about it.
I mean, we heard Thomas Tuchel talk about it earlier, and he said that it wasn't pre-planned. He wanted to assess how the game was going and then make a decision while the game was going ahead. But that makes it even more strange because Mendy was fantastic today.
Yeah, I agree. Mendy was the best player on the pitch, I thought. Nothing was getting past him. I'm just shocked. It's like we just threw the final away.
I mean, however disappointing it was, what a game of football. You was obviously there, you was in the stadium. How was it for you to watch such a good game of football? I know you lost, but you must have been proud of your boys.
Definitely proud of the boys. I don't think anyone put a foot wrong, really. They played out of their skin. But that decision, that's the headlines, and for every Chelsea fan that can say it was the right decision, I'm shocked by it.
Absolutely. Well, Reece, commiserations, mate. And Crookie, just a quick one to you, Crookie, right? A lot of people are talking about the Mendy situation, as they should, the decision to take off Kepa. But what about the Mason Mount 2 chances that he had?
Yeah, 2 sitters. Actually, I tweeted after the first one, sitter, and then basically did a copy and paste, 2 huge chances. Listen, no Chelsea fan will blame Mason Mount for that. He's been absolutely exceptional since he came into the first team. But they did have opportunities. I think Liverpool on the balance of play, probably with a better team in normal time. I think Chelsea probably edged it in extra time. It was just a fantastic final. And you know what? Watching it from the perspective of somebody who supports neither of the two teams, what it rammed home to me today, the technical quality on show, is how far ahead the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool, and clearly you can include Manchester City in that as well, are of the rest of the chasing pack. You know, you've got United, you've got Tottenham, and you've got Arsenal all competing for 4th place. There's a huge gap between that 4th spot and the other 3. And I think psychologically, this is the first domestic cup that Jurgen Klopp has won. It's the first time Liverpool have won this competition for a decade. As Jordan Henderson said to me there, this will send out a marker, and it's going to be a fantastic end to the season with Liverpool and Manchester City going toe-to-toe in the Premier League and maybe in the Champions League as well. Who knows? Absolutely.
We're just going to speak to Harry. He's a Liverpool fan. Harry, congratulations on the result. I mean, how ecstatic are you? And is the quadruple on? Could you win the lot?
100. It's not even a question. It's a matter of when is it going to happen, and obviously we know the dates of when that's going to happen at the end of the season. So we're definitely going to win. But I have to say, as soon as I saw Kepa step up for that penalty, I was praying that Mauricio Sarri is watching this game with a whiskey in one hand and a cigar in the other. And I'll tell you what, as soon as that penalty missed, I imagined a big smile on his face, because that was karma coming back big time. Because he disrespected his teammate, he disrespected his manager, and today, somebody must have said something to him on the way up and said, "Make sure you do a good goal kick now," and he took it literal, and that's what he did.
I mean, it was
reverted back to his role.
It was one of those, wasn't it, Harry, where it didn't go that far over, but because it kept rising, it looked terrible. And I felt for Kepa, and I said it's not Kepa's fault. It's Kepa's fault that he didn't save any penalties. I know they were good penalties, but he's not there to take a penalty. It very rarely gets that. It's not his fault to a certain extent. But during the game and extra time, did you feel that it's not going to be Liverpool's day? You know, not missing chances, but Mendy's being absolutely superb, and this is going to be one of those days where Chelsea grind out a result, or was you always confident?
No, Chelsea should have won. They had the way better chances. But I think one thing that needs to happen, they need to totally reassess the handball and the offside rule, because I would have given Lukaku's goal. You know, if your feet are in line, the rule should be, as long as your feet are in line with the player next to you, it doesn't matter if your hand's in front of them, because there's no advantage there. You can't stop it with your hand. If both your feet are in line, then what's the difference? It's like a start of a 100-metre race. If you both start at the same time, one person's hand is in front of the other, but they've got no advantage. So they need to reassess the offside rule. Chelsea should have won it, but they didn't, so unlucky to you Chelsea fans out there.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Harry, congratulations, mate, and enjoy your evening.
Cheers, mate. You too.
Top.